Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. I am talking about Jurassic Park, even though this is the Jurassic Park collection. Of course, I am talking about the original. It came out in 1993. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. And the plot. Do I really need to talk about the plot when it comes to Jurassic Park? But really quick, we meet John Hammond, who's this rich billionaire-like guy who has found the resources to recreate, to duplicate dinosaur DNA. And he's done this. He's brought dinosaurs back to life on this island because he wants to create a theme park. A theme park for people to come all around the world and enjoy. But first, he has to get this lawyer, he has to get these doctors and scientists to come to the park, check it out, approve it, say it's, hey, this is safe for the world to see. But of course, things go wrong, the dinosaurs get free, and all hell breaks loose. I can't stress enough how much I love this movie, how much I watched this as a kid. So many times, I lost count of how many times I must have seen this movie. Even rewatching it now, it brings all of the feelings back that I remember. I remember seeing this in the theater when I was like 4 years old. First, let's talk about the characters though. The characters, John Hammond, I want to start with him. Richard Attenborough, I want to start with him because he could have been played as this evil guy, right? Or this over-the-top, like, yes, I want to do this just to get money or to have these rich people come and spend all this money to see this place, and I'm going to make even more money, and just this mad scientist type. It could have done that, but it didn't. It portrayed this man as somebody who actually had a dream, who really did have this vision of one day having this park where families would come, kids would see these dinosaurs, be in awe, and love it, get to see something they've never seen before. And I love that when he talks about that and he sounds genuine, you believe this guy. As crazy as all of this is, you believe that he really just wants to do something good and change the world. Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, who, the first scene with him, he's a digger, him and Ellie Sadler, they dig up dinosaur bones, but they're sort of set in their way, especially Dr. Grant, where he doesn't like kids and he's all about that. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, the scene where they're all at the table and they talk about how wrong this is, how you have man essentially dealing with dinosaurs, a species that they're not supposed to intermingle. The conflicting ideas, the conflicting opinions about what is being done with this technology, with this DNA. Is it the right thing to do? Life will find a way. I love all of that. I'm fascinated by all of that. I can watch those parts over and over again before we even get to the main event. Even Lex and Tim, the two kids, the grandchildren who could have been annoying as hell, could have been kids where I'm like, get eaten by dinosaurs. I care about them. You like the scenes of Grant spending time with them, protecting them, trying to make it through the island with them, and especially the kitchen scene with these kids. Like, I'm so tensed, and I've seen this movie 100 times, but yet I still feel for them. I still root for them. I still want them to survive. Also, I mentioned Jeff Goldblum. I mentioned Ian Malcolm. He is so charismatic. He is so funny. There's so many scenes of him, like that laugh when they're on the plane going to the island. That's your initial introduction to the guy and what eccentric character he's going to be like. But even the scenes of him talking to Laura Dern, and you could tell he's flirting with her. He's even flirting with her right in front of Sam Neill. He's trying to explain all of the scientific theories to her, but you could tell it's probably BS. He's really just trying to get into her pants. As sleazy as that sounds, you don't find him sleazy. You just find him likable. You love it. Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie. How can I not talk about that? Hold on to your butts. One of the most memorable lines of the movie. And you have Wayne Knight as Dennis Nedry, who his side plot, I know some people think, oh, you didn't really need that. I like his side plot. It's something to follow a guy who works at this park, who's doing all of this this really shady things because he wants money. He's going to steal all of the DNA and try to make it off the island. Even the scenes of him getting stuck out in the storm and finding that dinosaur with the creepy things and the black goo, that scared the hell out of me as a kid. But speaking of scaring the hell out of me as a kid, the T-Rex! That scene is my favorite scene in the movie. It's in the rain, the power goes down, they're trapped in the cars, the T-Rex eats the goat and comes out, and it's so iconic, it's so memorable, it puts me in a certain place, in a certain mood. You have to wait an hour into the movie just about to get to it, but it's worth it. The buildup of all of this is so worth it. It's never boring. I'm immediately just glued and sucked in. And the T-Rex, the special effects, the CGI looks amazing. Remember, this is 1993. How the hell did Steven Spielberg make this look as realistic as it does, as great as it does? It still holds up as well as it does. Hell, it looks better than most of the CGI I see nowadays. How? How is that possible? It also helps that there is so much practical effects in this movie. The big animatronic T-Rex that looks obviously realistic as fuck, but you see it interacting with the car, going through the window. The Velociraptors. These raptors, talk about memorable, talk about scary, talk about how intelligent they are, how they hunt you, how one can be right in front of you, but that's just to distract you for the other one that's coming at your side. And the kitchen scene, I mentioned that with the raptors coming into the kitchen, they can open doors. The score! John Williams' score, just you hear it and you hear the triumphantness of this theme, and it puts me in the mood. I can rewatch this movie so many times, I'll never get sick of it. It's definitely up there, high up there, and one of my favorite movies ever. So guys, let me know in the comments below what do you think of Jurassic Park. You've probably already seen it, but let me know, do you love it as well? Is it one of your favorite moments? When was the first time you saw the movie? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!